this cause. The building was designed by architect Václav Rošlapy. An extensive garden built under the supervision of František Tomáš is part of Strakova Academy. The declaration of an independent Czechoslovak Republic and the subsequent elimination of royal and noble ranks ended the short history of the student residence. The Czechoslovak Student Association set up its headquarters here in 1921, followed by the Academic House Student Society. In April 1939, the building began to be used by the government of the German Protectorate. Strakova Academy underwent extensive renovations aimed at modifying the original building to suit its new representational purposes. With the arrival of Reinhard Heydrich in Prague in 1942, the building was subject to a forced sale and a special German provincial court was established here. After the Second World War, the building was the seat of the new Czechoslovak government, serving this purpose for 20 post-war governments until 1992. Since 1st January 1993, Straka's Academy has been the seat of the government of the Czech Republic.
¿Esto comenzará para pararte? Para no sacarlo más. Tenemos aquí Grajea acá enfrente, filmalo que se acaba de levantar. Mirá, idéntico Rodríguez Villamil ese. Ah, señora Tower.
Los cisnes. Ahora sí vamos a pasar por el puente que vale la pena. Estamos yendo al puente Carlos. Lo tenés enfrente.
Prague Castle, which you can see towering above the left bank, is today the seat of the head of state and an important cultural and historical monument. The crown jewels, remains of Czech kings, rare Christian relics, artistic treasures, and historical documents are all stored in Prague Castle. Its architectural form is the result of the work of not only medieval architects, but also contemporary ones. Part of Prague Castle houses the President's office and is thus not generally open to the public. However, a large part of Prague Castle is set aside for museums and thus open to the public. In addition to museums and galleries, it is also possible to visit the Old Royal Palace, St. George's Basilica, the enchanting Golden Plain, and of course the majestic St. James Cathedral. The grounds of the castle complex rather resemble a small town surrounded by gardens in the middle of a metropolis. As you may have heard, it is the largest castle complex in the world. It is built on an area of 45 hectares, and as such, is even recorded in the Guinness Book of Records. Of buildings on the left bank is Hergetova Cihela, a former brick factory built in 1781. A building with a rectangular layout built on columns with a mansard roof is located in the middle of the courtyard. Later, due to major construction faults and the resulting fire hazard, operations in the building were shut down. After some partial repairs, production started up again, and some of the premises inside the building began to be used for different purposes. In 1857 until 1858, the brick factory was rebuilt in late Classicist style, according to the plans of the architects Alexander Helmich and Kaspar Cehna. Hergettovan Cehna then underwent a gradual decline. Despite plans to use it as a stoneworks, artisan workshops, and even a monstrous hotel in the 1970s, the protected building, listed as a cultural monument, continued to decay, and on 7th June 1995 burned down. Following the expensive reconstruction after the floods of August 2002, when the adjacent Moldava River flooded the parts that had already been rebuilt, repairs were completed in 2006. Today, the main building of Hergettovan Cehna houses fine restaurants and shops with artistic goods. Charles Bridge, originally called the Stone Bridge, or Prague Bridge, was built at the behest of Charles IV. Construction began in 1357 and was supervised by Peter Parler. The bridge was completed in the early 15th century. Parler had the Old Town Bridge Tower, built above the first pillar on the Old Town side. This tower is considered one of the most beautiful Gothic gates in Europe. The bridge is 520 meters long and 10 meters wide and rests on 16 arches. Adorning the bridge is a unique set of 30 statues and sculptures, chiefly Baroque from the year 1683 until 1714, with a number of neo-Gothic and Classicist pieces added